Morning, guys. I want to show you something. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and Sam and I have decided to come out and soak up a little sun. There was what you're seeing there is my wheelchair, and that emblem on the back is U.S. Army. Nice wheelchair. It kind of bothers my ego a little bit for me to use it, but use it I do, because after I walk about 25 or 30 yards, my arthritis kicks in, and I have tremendous pain, so I grab that wheelchair. If I'm not using it, I'm pushing it. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit this morning about full-time RVing and just exactly what it is. It's more than driving down the road and seeing this and seeing that. Full-time RVing is about freedom. It's about being able to live the way you want to. Now, some of you younger folks may not get this message, but I'm sure the older ones will. You have responsibilities, it's true, in life. They never end. I don't care if you're 90 years old, you still have responsibilities. But full-time RVing is, for an example, when you're driving through the mountains and the sun comes up of a morning and you see the purple shades of night being chased up the mountainsides, or you're in Wisconsin or Minnesota and you top a hill, and down below that hill is a valley, and there's the sun shining on a white farmhouse and a bright red barn. It's about going places that seem familiar, even though you've never been there before. It's about having the freedom to do what you want to do. You see, when we get older, just because we have a wheelchair, or we have arthritis, or we have diabetes, or we have this, or we have that, that's no sign that you just have to sit. That's no sign that you just have to give up. Don't do that. Unload those burdens that we've had for so long. Unload those burdens that we took on gladly to raise our children and to take care of them, to see that they were educated. And it doesn't matter if you're in a $300,000 Class A or a used Class C or a Class B or a van. I've had some wonderful comments from people that full-time RV in vans, that full-time RV in truck campers. You can look around in RV parks, and most of what you're going to see is anywhere from 10 to 25 years old or more. But it's about freedom. It's about getting up in the morning and seeing the sun, or sitting on the patio, or taking a walk, or getting in your car and driving to the zoo for a day. It's about freedom. I call it the gypsy life. When I was in Europe after the war, I bought probably one of the very first Polaroid cameras. And I took a Jeep. I would take a Jeep and I would take a drive. And I ran across a family of gypsies, real gypsies. And yes, their little wagon was being pulled by a horse. It was very colorful. The people were very colorful. They made jewelry and sold jewelry, and they were kind of like you would see in the movie. They were happy. There was a man and his wife and a daughter, as I recall. A wagon that had the big old wooden wheels covered in iron. And I ran across them more than one time. And it was freedom that they were feeling. So that's what full-time RVing is about. Oh, you'll sit in the winter in a camp like we are in an RV park, spend the winter. But when a springtime comes, you get that urge. You may only drive 50 miles and spend a week. And that's okay. That's what it's about. It's not about spending money. It's not about a class distinction between people. I had a very nice comment from a gentleman the other day that he and his partner were purchasing an RV that I looked up. It cost well over $350,000. So, excuse me. So, we're all the same. We're all the same. We're all free. We're all free to do those things that we want to do. And that's what it's about. So don't let your infirmities, don't let your illnesses, there's no reason to let that stop you. Go here, go there, and be free. Okay guys, as this thing begins to wind down, I'm going to show you a little video about what was going on yesterday. I had some business to take care of, and while doing so, just took a little bit of time to show you some scenery. And one of the things that I failed to mention was that when you see people RVing, driving down the road, those of you that don't RV full-time, I know I used to think, where are they going? What are they doing? Boy, I wish I had something like that. And I'll tell you the truth, even when you see people that have older RVs, you want to keep in mind, these people aren't broke. What they're doing is living the life that they want to live. Fancy plays no part in it for the most part. But they're doing what they want to do, and we just do the same thing. The life that you live is the way that you want to live. You're going to be free to do what you want to do. If you want to sleep in, you do that. Personally, I get up about 4 o'clock in the morning, take care of a little business, and then wake my wife up and she takes the dog out. The reason for that is, of course, the dog won't do any business except for anybody but my wife. And when she goes out in the dark, I kind of worry about her, because we have coyotes and an occasional mountain lion will wander through this area down here, and that would not be real good at 4:30 in the morning. So do what you need to do. Make the decision to join this RV freedom thing that I talk about. Become a gypsy. Whether you've got new or used makes no difference. You'll see people walking around in short pants and blue jeans. Nobody gets in a hurry. Everybody has a good time. It's in a lot of these places now that you're going to stop, they're going to have community activity. They'll have cookouts, they'll have get-togethers, they'll have potluck. But even if you're out in a park, a national park or a state park by yourself, you just can't beat it. It's just one of those things that you'll get used to, you'll fall in love with, and once this gets into your blood, you're hooked. But one thing about it, you can always stop if you need to. So that's it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. We love you. God bless everybody, and we'll see you on the other side of the mountain.